And welcome to the mini podcast. Welcome to the mini vodcast. Welcome to the mini broadcast. Boys and girls, welcome to the mini show. This mini episode is Convincing Idiots. I'm the mini Zennial Dean.
I'm Brian Gen X.
Mini.
Just couldn't call yourself a mini Gen Xer, could you? And I am Mini-Lennial Nick.
Mini X, mini Gen
Mini
X.
X, Mini X.
It reminds him of his own mini stature.
That is right. Mini-Lennial Nick with you here. This is our mini episode of Convincing Idiots. So here at Convincing Idiots, we are not simply content with just talking about comic book and pop culture things, because we do. We love those things. It is weaved within the very fabric of what this podcast is. But here at Convincing Idiots, we also like to bring you the news, the hard-hitting news, the feel-good stories, the somber stories, everything. We want you to be in the know, and we know that without us, you don't know anything that happens outside of the walls of your home, because we are the only content you consume. So we've got you covered. We want you to be fully informed citizens of not only where we live, but on this earth and on this podcast, part of this community. So we are bringing you a special edition news minisode. We kind of just thought that it might be fun to do sort of a weekend update on SNL formula. We've talked about Weekend Update before on this show.
We're hacks,
and we're not original. So like we figured, why not just do what somebody else is doing? And for some reason, maybe somebody will latch on to our version of it. So today we're going to bring you the news. So,
hey, I even got my cardigan, so they got to trust us.
That is nice, absolutely. You got to trust a man that shows you buttons. Yes, yes, absolutely. Put your belly button away.
Sorry.
Anyway, sorry, news anchor Nick. And without further ado, Brian, what's in the news?
All right, thank you, Nick. So I saw an interesting story over the weekend. So U.S. scientists who created the first living robots say the life forms known as Xenobots can now reproduce in a way not seen in plants or animals. So, formed in the stem cells of the African clawed frog, from which it takes its name, Xenobots are less than a million. So they're very small. Tiny blobs were first unveiled in 2020 after experiments showed they could move and work together in groups and self-heal. Now the scientists developed them at the University of Vermont. So basically, they're seeing where these robots can now reproduce. Xenobots can now reproduce. When reached for comment, Colonel Steve Austin said, doesn't prove anything. Dean?
Colonel, you threw me off the God damn it. No. $6 million man.
That's correct.
All right. My apologies. No, that's good.
See the bionic man, see?
Okay.
Xenobots, that is a true story, though, but Xenobots can reproduce. I did hear about explain the joke, then in life it's over. You have to explain the joke. It's not good.
No, it's fine. It's good.
It's good. It's a good start.
It's fine.
I don't know if it's a good start, but it's a start.
It's a start.
Yes. Dean,
it's
what
a
do
foundation, nonetheless.
Yes.
So no, I was looking through the news, or should I do this more professional? All right.
Whatever you want to do.
All right, and so Studio 66 or 666 trailer has now come out. It pits the Foo Fighters against demonic forces trying to take down the band. So they're getting into the movie realm, I guess. The Foo Fighters, and so the Foo Fighters went and reached for comment. They were afraid to until they realized that the music competition that they were actually fighting was Gene Simmons, and then not so afraid.
Oh. Because he's a demon.
A demon,
yeah. He's a demon. Very nice.
And now to Nick. I don't know. You didn't seem to be moving on to yourself.
Should I
there,
introduce myself into it, or like okay?
Not Nick with the news.
So here's a nice little feel good story for you. Okay, news out of Chapin, South Carolina. I believe it's pronounced Chapin, South Carolina. A couple of young girls are making headlines with a real nice feel good story. 6-year-old Lorelai Camp and her 8-year-old sister Layla have taken the initiative all on their own to do a neighborhood cleanup. See, it started after Halloween. What with all candy wrappers and things like that laying on the ground, they decided to go around, pick up the garbage. They said that their parents did not put them up to this. They were simply concerned about the well-being and safety of dogs in the community, which is a very lovely story. They said they were just concerned about the animals, didn't want them eating anything that they shouldn't be, so they went around picking up garbage. And this story is really taken off. A lot of people paying attention to it. Even Kim Kardashian has pitched in and decided to pick up some garbage herself. Her relationship with Pete Davidson started a few weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
good.
I like it.
Brian?
All right.
Okay. All right. Now, this story just happened today. So,
fresh off the presses.
Fresh off the presses. Presidents Joe Biden and President Putin, Russia, had a call today. Both sides did not come to an agreement on the Ukraine border and other issues. Okay. However, they did arrive at a consensus that the best candy of all time is Werther's Originals, and that young people today just have too much fucking sass.
That's good.
Sounds
Dean?
about right. Yep.
All right. And in movie news, more movie news, I guess, because I did the first one. MCU's Daredevil will be played by none other than Charlie Cox returning.
Very exciting.
He was Daredevil in the CW series, and everybody was really pushing for him. And so they're going to back the fucking Brinks truck up to Charlie Cox, and he's going to be part of the MCU franchise. And when asked for comment, Ben Affleck, wearing the Batman suit, said, and I quote, "Fuck you."
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Well, he has quite a temper, that Ben Affleck.
And, he's stuck being Batman.
Mm-hmm.
And he was Daredevil.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Well,
Nick?
in health and well-being news, this out of a article from Men's Health, British strongman Eddie Hall. He is known throughout the world, especially his country, for various weightlifting championships. He is currently training to pivot into the boxing world, and is also training because he is slated to appear in the new upcoming film Expendables 4. He decided to take a journalist alongside with him, an average Joe, if you will, alongside of him with his training regimen, so that people could get an inside look of just how rigorously he trains. So, I mean, this workout routine is insane. I mean, it starts with a 1.5-mile run in a 15-kilo weighted vest. And then they have there's meals pumped with vitamins and supplements. This average Joe said he was taking in 5,000 calories in a single day to keep up with this guy. After that, they hit a 90-minute sleep in a hyperbolic chamber, and then come out of that and I mean hit all kinds of crazy intense weightlifting training and things of that nature. So after experiencing all this, our average Joe said while the training was grueling, it was no harder than carrying his co-hosts on a weekly podcast. Brian Fisher can be found on Convincing Idiots.
Mm-hmm.
Back to you, Dean.
That is a true story.
Oh,
I have one more, actually. Go ahead, Dean, please.
Actually, there was a breaking news on the from the beginning on Nick's story. Dean, Convincing Idiots podcast, wants to know what the fuck Men's Health is.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
Asking for a friend.
Back to you, Brian.
It's a magazine, not a practice. Don't worry.
Oh,
it's
good,
just a magazine.
good,
It's for entertainment.
Are there words? No, never mind. I don't need to know that.
Reading is just your brain working out, which is dumb also, being healthy.
Stupid.
All right, guys. So controversial televangelist Marcus Lamb is once again making headlines after dying of COVID-19 following a months-long anti-vaccine campaign in which he shared conspiracy theories about the pandemic. So, long before the pandemic began, he was notorious for his homophobic and transphobic views and promotion of so-called gay conversion therapy, an abusive practice which purports to cure gay people of homosexuality and has been ruled a human rights violation by the United Nations. Pushed anti-vax, gets COVID, dies. When reached for comment, Karma said, "You're welcome."
That's good.
Yes,
Yeah.
very
Now,
good.
also, I wasn't sure if we were. I was like, Idiots of the Week is on the other show.
Right. Yes.
That's what I got. Dean, Nick,
Nope.
any other headlines you have?
For our first episode of this, I don't think it was too bad. I think we'll get better. If not, fuck, this is what you got. It's free.
I mean, you knew what you signed up for. You knew what you subscribed to. That's what this is. We ain't gonna get any better. That's what it is.
What do you want? It's fucking free.
What do you want? Yeah, what do you want? I mean,
What
whatever. You know, if we were that good, we'd be on the freaking Saturday Night Live. Why don't you hit the donate button? Maybe we'll take some classes and get better.
Yeah, right.
Oh, hey,
What do
you want your money back?
Yeah.
Here, fucking here's your money back.
Oh, hey. So, all right. Well, this was fun. I enjoyed this.
Yeah, it was
this
good.
Was not bad for our trial run. Leave a comment if you're listening or
If you
watching
like it,
on YouTube.
let us know.
And if you've got a better joke, post it.
Yeah.
You think of something funny.
Or maybe get your own goddamn show.
Or
How
maybe
about that?
get your show.
Huh?
Listen to Brian in the middle of the thing.
Yeah.
He'll tell you exactly how to start a podcast with Anchor.
Just
Come on.
don't ask me to be on it and post all your stuff and do everything. God dang it.
Good luck getting a podcast off the ground without Brian Fisher.
Mhm. 3 years before this, Nick and I just yelled out the window.
That's it. Passerbys. Yep.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
Yep.
And we
Mhm.
still got just as many reviews and likes.
Yeah. That one lady gave me a thumbs up the one time, didn't she?
That
Or maybe,
wasn't her
it was this
thumb.
one.
Nice.
No, yeah,
okay.
that wasn't her thumb.
Mm. Mm.
It was a finger.
Nope.
Mm.
I'm not allowed to tell you what it was.
Oh. Okay.
So, Nick, where can we found, sir?
Well,
He stopped me before I could say. No, go ahead.
we can be found. We can be found on if you go to Convincing Idiots Linktree, LINKTREE. Google Convincing Idiots Linktree, and they will send you to all of the places we are: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, all the podcast platforms. Everything's there, along with an email address, so you can sound off on us and give us a piece of your mind. I don't know why you'd be so enraged. Maybe this episode did it. Also, you can go to our website. That's convincingidiots.word.
So TITT.
Dot
No.
com. Com. Beat you to that one. Com. So
You spelled
please
that
go
wrong.
there, like, subscribe, ignore Dean, and continue to listen to more mini episodes or perhaps full-length episodes. This has been Convincing Idiots with your news. I'm your millennial Nick.
I'm the Zennial Dean.
Brian, Gen X.
And if you liked this little shot of Convincing Idiots, enjoy the extended play sometime. We'll see you there.
It's coming.
C-O-M. Thought I misspelled it, but I didn't.